You know, this might be a problem. Lines up, but I don't think it's going to seal. Welcome back. We're back here at Alien Restomod. This is what is on the agenda today. It's not much, but it's important. We're going to install the heads, lifters, and guide trays. This is the torque sequence according to the book for 2003 and earlier, and the crazy torque sequence you have to go through. All right, torque sequence, not drawn to scale. All right, got my pointy stick. All right, this is a representation of the cylinder head. Right here is where your springs are. This is right next to where you install your NOx sensors and stuff. And then this is where your headers are. So there's 15 bolts. These are called M8s that go across here. And then ones right here and here are called M11s. So the torque sequence, as you see in the numbers, follow torque sequence. It's right out of the book. All right, the M11s, 1 through 10, torque to 22 foot-pounds. Then the second pass, you're going to go through M11 bolts, 1 through 10, you're going to do 90 degrees on all those. Third pass, which is bolts 1 through 8, you're going to do an additional 90 degrees, 1 through 8. So it's these are actually the longer bolts that you're going to do an additional 90 degrees. And then bolts 9 and 10, you're going to just do 50 degrees. Then you're going to go up, and these bolts right here, 11 through 15 are 22 foot-pounds. All right, back at the engine. All the areas that were to be involved today were already cleaned with mineral spirits to get rid of the evil spirits. And then you have the heads over here. These are 706 heads. I have I can't tell the difference between the others. Anyways, this is the passenger side. This is the driver's side. That's how I pulled them off. That's how I'm putting them back on. What I changed out, I had the machinist do, is he went to the LS6 springs, because the cam that I put in the engine requires to change out the springs only. I guess they called it the stage 1. It's the last stage of stage 1 before you hit stage 2, according to Summit Racing. Anyways, here are the stock torque to yield bolts all set up. Here's the tools that we're going to use today. Here are the rollers and guide trays. And what we're going to do over here in this station is we're going to use, in this station, what we're going to do is we're going to take a roller, and these were, I cleaned them off. I soaked them a little bit in mineral spirits just to clean everything out of them. And then I put a light coat of oil on them just because they've been sitting around for 3 months. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to take the roller, going to roll it. Or is this lifter? These are lifters. What am I saying? All right, we got some oil on it. And then what we're going to do is going to take it over here. And we're going to insert it into the lifter guide tray. And they're in orientation of the camshaft. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come by, squirt a little bit of assembly lube on there, and before we take them over, just going to roll it to get the assembly lube on there so we won't have a hard start. And then we're just going to go through the sequence of that. All right, we're back at the block, and this is the way I'm putting them in. They're oriented to the camshaft, so the lobes will go over this. If you look down in the roller tray galley area, you could see where the camshaft is, and you can see how they're going to roll on that. So you just slide them in the holes. Got them greased up a little bit, so they should go pretty straight in. Now these bolts are, you're supposed to torque them between 89 and 106 inch-pounds. Inch-pounds. These trays are plastic, they'll break real easy. Okay, all the lifters and the guide trays are in, and everything's snug down. 89 to 106 inch-pounds. Inch-pounds. So we're going to go ahead and put the passenger side head on, which is this one. Now the bolts, like I said, they're torque to yield, and they're the original, but they're new. They're factory. The book's saying to put some thread locker on there. I guess the orange stuff is thread locker. I don't know. Mild thread locker. And then my machinist told me no matter what bolts I put on there, to put grease underneath the head. So you don't get that squeak, he said. He called it a squeak, and you won't get that right torque down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. All right, I just put the gaskets on, turquoise. It has front on that side and that side. So make sure you put it on correctly. This is not like a felt or cork or anything rubbery. It is a metal gasket that has 3 layers. Who am I to question what I don't know? Anyways, we're going to go ahead and knock this out. So we're going to put the heads on. All right, when you put these on, make sure that it lines up on the dowels down below. I never took them out, so I never said I put them in. So the machinist took them out and put it right back in. But remember, when you pick this up, don't pick it up from underneath, because you're going to put your greasy fingerprints all over it. You can grab it from the cathedral ports and the sides, these little plug areas. All right, there you have it, all done. Sorry for the camera. My phone got way too hot and it cut out on some of the part of the video, so it's a little choppy. You don't see me doing everything, but you know, you get the gist. There's two sizes. You have the 15 millimeter and the 10 millimeter. The bolts out here are your 11 through 15, and they're at 22 foot-pounds. The rest of the bolts are 15 millimeter, and they are at 22 foot-pounds. Then you do all these bolts right here, 1 through 10, 90 degrees. Then you go back 1 through 8, 90 degrees. Then 9 and 10, 50 degrees. And then you're done. Now make sure you follow the sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other sequence. You've seen the other one. Anyways, I got to do the other side and I'll be right back. All right, both heads are on. So recap, installed the heads, lifters, and guide trays. And we torqued everything within specs in the right sequence. Ooh, as you saw well, if you didn't see, but man, this stand was all over the place. When you're torquing a bolt down 22, 90, and 90, thing is all over the place. If you can, get a buddy to help you out. But here's a question for you guys. When I ordered the gasket kit for the top, I wasn't thinking about it, but the gaskets for the air intake, of course this is for a 5.3 and it fits fine. But I'm not using the truck intake. I'm using a intake off LS1 5.7. This came out of a 2002 Camaro. But obviously things are not lining up. If somebody's made this work, let me know and we'll discuss in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Alien Restomod Garage.